It's Wednesday, February 28th, 2018, and it's time for Eezeey Gamer, my Wednesday show. I do these every Wednesday. Sometimes Eezeey Gamers make it into other parts. Depends on what I want to cover, but mainly it's on Wednesday. You may get a bonus one here or there, but it's the Wednesday show. So I'm reviewing, or I'm not reviewing. I'm giving you my so far on Gravel. Now, Gravel was a game I was kind of interested in. I love racing games. Love them. So, I looked at Gravel. I saw that a demo had dropped. It's like, okay, I love a free demo. So I downloaded it, played it. I liked it. It was pretty good. So I said, you know what, I'm going to pre-order this game. So I go to pre-order it. It's not a pre-order. It's out. Right now. February 28, 2008. It's out. And I'm going, nobody's covering this. The usual racing YouTubers that I follow haven't said a word. IGN, GameSpot, once again, haven't said a word. Now I know this isn't a big, it's not Forza, it's not Dirt, it's not Gran Turismo, it's not even World Rally Championships, but I thought for sure somebody would have said something. Nobody's really previewed this game, nobody's really looked at it that I watch. So I go to download this game, and I'm able to play it right away. I'm shocked. So I decide I am going to play it right away. So my initial reaction to this game is it's kind of meh. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's as if somebody took the game Dirt and took the old Sega Rallycross and smashed them together. That's what this feels like. It's got a nice arcadey feel to it, and that's what it is. It's an arcadey racer. It is not trying to be Dirt in any way, shape, or form, but it's a little bit more technical than just Sega Rallycross and just throwing a car at you in a stage and going. So I played about an hour of this game, and through an hour, I've still gotten about 8 or 9 races done. So the races are quick, which is kind of what I like about this. You can bang out some races pretty fast. Now I'm hoping that picks up a little bit. Because I've looked at the championship line that you have to go down, or the career mode. It doesn't look very long. So I'm hoping that as this goes on, remember, these are just initial thoughts. This is just something to basically if you want to get started with it, this is just a little, kind of a first hour of the game. And I got a good chunk of it. I've gotten a good chunk of it accomplished in the first hour. So let's talk about the controls. How does it control? It's okay. Like I said, that's going to be a theme throughout this whole. It's going to be the theme of the initial reaction. The best thing I can say about or not the best thing, but one of the things I can say about them is they're unpredictable. Sometimes you can throw a car into a corner and it'll stick and it'll point itself out the other side. And then you'll come back to that same corner doing the same thing you did previously, and it'll take you into the wall or a tree or way off the track. And it's just like, well, I did that last time and it stuck and it pointed itself right out the turn. So a little bit of unpredictable. It kind of makes it so that you're a little on edge on taking some of these corners, because it's like you don't know 100% if what you did the last time will work again. Now, I'm not sure if that has to do with tire degradation, I guess. The tires get worse as the race goes on. But I have it on cosmetic damage only, which means the tire shouldn't be degrading at all. So the car should basically be doing the same thing over and over again. But the controls sometimes are just a little bit too unpredictable, and they feel a little slippery, which an arcade racer should, to a point. I mean, it should be easy to throw the back end out and still pull it out the other side, although a couple times I think I threw it in there a little too hard, basically testing the limits a little bit. The car doesn't always respond to you testing the limits. Graphics, once again, they're okay. They're They're not superior. They're definitely not on the level of Dirt. They're definitely not on the level of Forza or Gran Turismo. They're okay. It's a $50 game. Now I paid 70 so I could get the season pass and the Porsche Rally Pack. The season pass is like 25 bucks, and the Porsche Rally Pack I think is 5 to 10, somewhere in there. So I feel like at $70 it's a $50 game. $70 I get those two things. So I figure it's $80 for $70. I'm good with that. But the graphics, they're okay. There's a lot of different environments, which is nice. I mean, they have some beach races, some stadium races. It's a nice mix of environments, but none of them are mind-blowing. The problem with the graphics is that these are optimized for the Xbox One X, and I have that, and it's so, like I said, they're okay. I mean, they're nothing superior to anything else. They're just okay. They're a 5 or 6 out of 10. Gameplay, once again, meh. It's okay. There's about 7 or 8 different modes, but nothing that we haven't seen in other games. There's a time attack. There's there's a lot of there's some point to point. There's stadium events. There's rallycross events. And the thing I don't like about the rallycross, they don't have a Joker lap. Anybody who watches the World Rallycross Championships knows that there's always a Joker lap, which of course is the longer way around. You have to take at least once. So they don't have that, which is a little disappointing. So it's still rallycross because it's a mixed surface, but not rallycross. A decent amount of cars, some Subaru, some cars you don't see anywhere else. I mean, some of the cars I'm seeing in there's some Mitsubishis and Volkswagens. I mean, I knew the Volkswagen Polo, but I didn't know it raced. I mean, I guess I've seen the Polo race in rallycross. They don't always use the Golf or the Beetle, but they have the Toyota Hilux. They have a Nissan Panera or something bred. I don't know, but it's like some of the vehicles that I've seen, they might be the European versions, because this is definitely looks like a European game. I mean, it defaults to Italy as your home country, and it defaults to meters instead of miles, or kilometers instead of miles. Me being American, I've got to use miles. I don't understand kilometers very well. So the gameplay is okay. There's a good amount of modes. There's free mode, time attack, weekly challenges, a good amount of stuff for 50 bucks. But like I said, there could be more, but there could be less. So what do I give this for value? Value, I'm going to tell most people, you have to unlock a lot of this stuff as you go. This isn't one of those games where it's open up to you and you have tons of things to choose from. You have to unlock this stuff as you go. So if you see a car you really want to drive, you may have to get to a driver level of 18 to 20 something before you can even get into that vehicle. They do have a decent progression, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you've reached level 2, you've unlocked a livery of a car that you can't race yet. Or, hey, you've gotten to level 3, you've unlocked this track for free mode. So it's one of those things where you just have to kind of keep pecking away at it until you get there. But for value, I would tell most people, wait until it's on sale for 20 to 30 bucks. I'm a racing game fanatic. I paid the 70, and I think I'll get good MVPH out of it. MVPH for me is monetary value per hour. If I can get 70 hours out of this game, I'll have $1 an hour of MVPH, which for me is good. If I get 35 hours, $2 an hour is okay. If I can put 35 hours into this, I feel like I won't have wasted my money. $2 an hour is a good baseline for video games. So if I'm paying $2 an hour for entertainment, I'm good. So that brings me to the next part. I am the Eezeey Gamer. I look for games that can be easy. I'm not looking for a challenge. I'm looking for fun. That's what I want to do when I'm playing video games. When I was young, I played for challenge and I tried to get the top scores, because back then that's what you played for. And you played to try to get the high score. There was no story in Pac-Man. You were just munching pellets and ghosts. So now at this point in my life, I want a game that's easy. I want a game that I can just jump into, play for a little bit, jump out of, and do whatever life needs me to do next. Is this game easy? If you put the AI on very easy, it's easy. But once again, it's a little unpredictable because sometimes you're cruising right along, you think you're out front, and then all of a sudden one of your competitors will just come right up your tailpipe, and it's like, where did you come from? So a little unpredictable on that. But most races on very easy mode, you can win by anywhere from 12 to 18 seconds. Now remember, I'm not a great video game player. I'm not. I'm old. My reactions are slower, so I need games that are a lot easier so that my reaction times, because these eyes don't see as well. These don't react as quick. This doesn't get to these as fast as it used to. So, and that's just a part of aging. But if you put it on very easy, it is very easy. You can win all the races and progress through the game pretty well. If you want a challenge, there is very hard. So if you want to put it on very hard, I'm guessing this will kick your butt. Now, if you're really, 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 really good at racing games, then you'll eventually beat very hard because you're just better at them than I am. I will never play very hard. So I can never tell you that. I'm the Eezeey Gamer. There's a lot of E's in my Eezeey Gamer name because I want an easy game. And this is easy. So I know I'm going to get the fun out of it because I am always going to be progressing. And as long as I'm progressing and unlocking things and winning the races and staying out front and not feeling like the challenge is unfair, now I can probably move it up to just easy and still win these races. But right now I'm going to keep it on very easy and just kind of breeze through this because that's the way I have fun with games. So if you're looking for a really easy game, racing game especially, this one will offer it. If you want it to be harder, you can put it on the level of very hard, and I'm sure you'll get all the challenge that you want. So right now, my initial reaction to this game is I like it. It's not my favorite game. It's not up there with the Forza series, but it's not Baja, which I played it for about 2 hours, and I hate that game. And I'd put it up there. I think it's better than NASCAR Heat. So, but like I said, it's just right there in the middle. It's just meh. It's not one of the greatest games of all time. It's not one of the worst racing games I've ever played. So I give this, my initial reaction is, if you are not a racing game fan, if you're not looking for a super easy game, like I said, you can turn up the difficulty if you want. But this game to me is a $20 buy for most people. It doesn't have anything more than you've seen anywhere else. I enjoy it. I will get my money's worth out of this. I don't feel like a lot of other people might. I have a feeling this might be a game that you kind of play for a little bit. Even the reviews online that I've seen of it so far, they give it like 3 stars. So there's nothing terribly wrong with the game, but there's nothing terribly exciting about the game. So wait for it to go on sale, $20 to $30. Buy the game. You'll probably get your money's worth out of it. You'll probably get 10 to 15 hours out of it. I'll get a little bit more mileage out of it because I do have the season pass. So I have a feeling I'll get a little bit more mileage out of this than most. And an easy game, I can grind on an easy game all day long. So with all that being said, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if subscribe if you liked the video. If you it helped you make a decision on whether or not you want to buy this game. There is a demo out for it, so you can download the demo for free. Very limited demo. It doesn't have much in it, but it'll at least give you an idea of what you're about to play. And you do have all the difficulty range in that demo, so you can ramp it up to get an idea of what you want to do. So, with all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.